Welcome back to Project Alien. I'm your host, Joe Peak. I'm glad you could join us here for episode 3. We're getting ready to see what the new abductees can do with their coaches. Can they find speed? Is there going to be progress made today? Also, the final 3 abductions need to take place. Who is going to be abducted and who will be left behind? Let's see who begins their journey to the stars.
I want to become an alien.
I do not like losing. I'll do whatever it takes to win.
I want to be first, all the time.
The only thing missing is some actual skill.
I'm not good by nature.
What are you doing? Why is everybody hitting me? What are you doing?
Because it's not the gear, it's the gear in between my ears.
I do a lot of my driving through my bum.
Yeah, I still feel like I'm trained to eject this body.
I want to become an alien.
Austin Tucker's family has a lot of involvement in racing out in the Carolinas, but the 25-year-old doesn't want to be limited to his oval racing roots and is focused on improving his road chops.
Hello, my name is Austin Tucker, and I'd like to apply to Project Alien. So I grew up kind of in and around oval racing. My cousins race quarter stocks at local short tracks. I was always watching the NASCAR races with my grandmother and with my dad. That's still something I do to this day with my dad, is sit down and just watch the NASCAR races. And then eventually when I got into iRacing, I realized just how much more of a real experience you could get from a simulator. I started out on ovals there, and then I started watching more Formula 1, Formula E, IndyCar. I was hooked pretty much immediately on road racing, just the challenge of battling the track while battling other people. But I wasn't really that good at it, especially compared to my oval racing abilities. So something I really want to do is improve that so I can feel the true competitiveness out there on iRacing, get into some of the higher splits on endurance races, and just higher splits overall. And hopefully one day I'll be able to take these skills into a real series like Champ Car Miatas, that kind of thing. So that's what I have to say. I really hope you choose me for Project Alien. I look forward to hearing back from you. Thank you.
Okay, Austin, I do like the interview. I really do. I used to play the EA NASCAR games all the time when I was a kid. And getting into iRacing, that's a big adjustment coming from those sorts of games. But yeah, I really like that. I really also like that you want to expand your horizons a little bit. And I think that is what it really takes for you to kind of move up to the next level.
I like his versatility in branching out to other types of racing as well, even though he comes from that oval world. So shows a versatility or willingness to be versatile, even if he isn't good at it now. Curious if the coaching will really help him there.
All right, so I just got off work. I'm going to get to see if I got abducted or not.
Hi, Austin. This is Joe Peak. The coaches have been reviewing the application videos. They've narrowed it down to 25 finalists, of which you are one of them. This has been an incredibly difficult process. Only 8 can make it on the show. Unfortunately, you were not abducted. I don't want this to discourage you from continuing on your sim racing career. I love that you've branched out in your sim racing, that you started with oval and saw road racing and were willing to give it a shot, no matter your ability on it, just to give it a try. That, to me, shows a lot of true passions.
I'm very happy that I was a finalist. Of course, I would have loved to have been abducted by one of the coaches, but there's always next time. I look forward to watching the show, the first season, see how it goes. Thanks.
Eric Zimmerman is from Maryland and races mainly on ovals.
Hello, my name is Eric Daniel Zimmerman. I am a 33-year-old with autism. I wanted to race ever since I was a child, and I really wanted to race. You know, all the kids were playing baseball, basketball. I really wanted to race, and I still do. I realize that, finances. I run a nonprofit. I rehab computers for people with disabilities and do autism awareness. So iRacing was something that I really got into more in COVID, during COVID. I did it prior, but I got into it more so. And now it tends to be something that I'm doing on Friday nights instead of actually going out to the dirt track. But we support my nonprofit, the Buddy Project. We have NASCAR driver Bill Lester. He's on my team. We have three full-time entries in this truck series. It's myself, Bill Lester, and Raul Meza, who has a kid with autism. And Bill Lester also has a kid with autism. We're all affected. I'm on the autism spectrum. So our goal is to raise awareness for our program, a computer program for the disabled and low income, and autism awareness. So racing has always been the thing I wanted to do. And every year, I'm lucky that I'm able to even be part of the NASCAR team, that they accept me, which is great. I want to do more. I see this contest, the Project Alien contest, and I truly hope that you consider me. I'm in no means I have my B license, but I'm in no class a pro yet. And you can do anything regardless of disability if you put your mind to it.
Eric seems like a good dude. He's doing some valuable work, raising awareness for autism. Mental health in general, I think, is probably not talked about enough in racing in general. I'm not sure his goals are a good fit for this program. I just don't get the impression that he's so focused on driving skill in the sim, and that he's really motivated by improving driving skill in the sim.
Eric, I like what you're doing here. I like what you're promoting. You're trying to spread awareness for a good cause here. I like that team you're in and everything that you're racing behind and for. I think you're a good candidate for this type of show.
Hi, Eric. This is Joe Peak. The coaches have been diligently reviewing all of the application videos, and they've narrowed it down to 25 finalists, of which you were one. Unfortunately, you were not abducted. I feel like what you're doing is hugely inspiring, and to tell you the truth, it's made me look at iRacing a little bit differently to see what it's done for the autism community. I gotta say, you have left a smile on my face after your video. I really wished we could have had you, and you were one I was pulling for, to be honest. Regardless, thank you again for applying.
I'm just flattered and honored to make that top 25, and hopefully you all will choose me for the advance to the next season of Project Alien. I would love to be a part of it. Thanks for having me.
Adam McCosh might have started out racing on ovals, but this 32-year-old has no qualms in branching out to new styles of motorsport. This Texan looks quick.
My name's Adam McCosh. I'm 32 years old from the great state of Texas and coming to you live from my sim rig. Just to give a little background info on me, I've been on iRacing for 11 years. I also grew up on various other NASCAR games on different consoles. I also raced in real life in the mid to late 2000s at the local level. As far as my iRacing career goes, I predominantly raced NASCAR and other oval series, then took a break for a while due to things in my real life kind of taking off. Last year things calmed down a bit, so I was able to come back to the service more regularly, and starting in September I've made the hard right turn into road racing, and I've been focusing on the iRacing Grand Prix series. I truly believe that I was meant to be a race car driver, but just things never really worked out in my real life. At 32, it's pretty clear to me that my professional racing dreams have passed me by. Fortunately, sim racing doesn't have an age limit. I'm highly passionate about racing in general, but I love sim racing because it's as close as I'm likely ever going to get to the real deal these days. In conclusion, I just want to say I appreciate the consideration. I hope I get the chance to prove myself and prove to others that I'm capable of competing against the best.
You don't often see people go from the NASCAR side, like where he comes from, and go into, basically straight into F1, but that definitely goes a long way into, showing somebody's true potential. That's a pretty impressive resume you have coming in between your history, not only on iRacing, but, other F1 games. Yeah, be on the lookout. You might be, if it's not by me, you might get selected by one of the road guys participating in this as a coach. So
feels like you, Adam, you have a very good approach to the bigger picture of stuff. It looks like you have the patience to really, instead of just go racing, you have the energy to put effort on practicing, finding the time, understanding the strategy, patiently getting into the small differences, the small tenths and hundreds that you can find. It feels like you have the potential to really, really be the next Alien. That's very nice. Good one.
and about to find out if I made it onto Project Alien.
Congratulations, Adam. You've been chosen for Project Alien under Team Dallas. I'm looking forward to having a chance to work with you and hopefully further develop your skills up into the alien status, if you will. You had a very strong application, and I hope we can build on that. Looking forward to working with you, man. Thank you.
Awesome. So just want to thank everybody at Project Alien for putting this on. I'm pretty excited. Given all the entrants, I'm pretty surprised, but I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make this happen.
Paul Velasco was born in Portugal, but now lives and works in Germany. This 60-year-old's journalism career has given him the opportunity to work with some real-world motorsports figures sure to make any race fan jealous.
Hey guys, my name's Paul Velasco. I'm based in Berlin, and I'm really keen to try out for your Project Alien. I think it's a really cool concept, and for me as a simmer, a lifelong simmer, I've been simming since Jeff Craman's GP2, if you think about it, that's about 90s. So I have a lot of experience. I just want to be the best in my age group. I just want to be the best in my age group, and if that means being an alien, then I have to try and achieve that. And I realized that I'm getting better and better. I'm better now at my age than I was when I began in the 90s and carried on all the way through. So I think I can take the next level because why? I have time on my hands. My office is here and my sim is there. So how cool is that? And of course my own experience, as a photographer I worked for Marlboro. I worked very close to Ayrton Senna, met him, spoke to him. So, and this was over a period of 3 years where I was a full-time photographer doing Formula One and MotoGP in Europe, and this was in 1989, 90 and 91. So beyond that, I've always been involved in racing. Went to Le Mans several times, covered Grand Prix in South Africa. So I know a lot about the real racing too. So yeah, it was, sim racing's always been part of me, and I always wanted to be a great sim driver, but too much stuff all around has never allowed me to. But this year, I'm committed. It's become my sport. My family invested in this very widescreen Samsung for me, so they buy into the whole thing. My son is a simmer. So Project Alien, I think, comes at a good time in my life because, I've spent a lifetime actually loving sim racing, apart from motorsport, the sim racing side, the virtual side. And now that it's no longer the domain of nerds and, like very niche kind of guys, people would come to me and say, listen, let's go party now. I'm going to sit here in Grand Prix Legends for the night. And people thought I was mad, but that was in the 90s. Now, if you sim race, you're cool and everyone wants the kit and it's beautiful. I'm loving the boom and I just want to be the best driver of my generation, of my sort of age bracket. I think if I can be turned into an alien with this Project Alien, I think it'll inspire a lot of people of my age bracket. And you've got to remember, people get old all the time. And guys that are 20 now, they're going to be our generation in the blink of an eyelid. Trust me. I hope you remember that because you do. It goes that fast. I still feel like I'm 20, but check at this body. And now, fast forward to now, it's Valhalla, because not just me and a bunch of nerds doing it, it's Max Verstappen, it's Lando Norris, it's, Fernando Alonso. I mean, I have got a race with Fernando Alonso on record, I haven't learned German, and I live in Germany. A lot of things I should have learned, I haven't learned, but I want to learn this. In terms of Project Alien, I think it's an amazing venture, and even if maybe you think I'm not the guy for it, I'm going to be watching it, and I'm going to be wishing you all the best of luck.
Adding value is certainly a possibility, not a probability from Paul. Going through these applications, I was concerned that I would go through all the applications and I wouldn't have 4 guys that I really strongly wanted to work with. These last few have been awesome, and I think we're at that point now. We've got a few really strong applications with some different potential strengths and weaknesses, so some great variety there. And yeah, I think there's a lot of potential to work with here.
A very, very neat guy, has quite a life. Can't imagine I'm alone in being jealous that he got to work and talk to Ayrton Senna during his career. I think he brings up a great point about how sim racing lets you race against your heroes. I've gotten to race against Will Power in iRacing. I now have gotten to work with Richie Hearn at the Global SimRacing Channel as one of my staff members, and consider him a friend. A guy that I watched race on TV when I was younger. This is sim racing's the great democratization of racing to me, and I think he really helps show that. Very cool, and thanks, Paul. Hi, Paul. This is Joe Peak. You were among some of the 25 finalists that the coaches have been reviewing. However, unfortunately, you have not been abducted. And your experience and the stories that you have to share with your time both in real racing and sim racing, I feel very much deserves to be on the show. I hope to see you again, and I'm so sorry that you didn't make it.
I really do appreciate the personalized message. That was really cool. Like I said, I am disappointing and I'm kind of still processing it. Hopefully there's a chance to redeem myself maybe and in the future, and I'll definitely enter again if need be. But yeah, racing is in my blood, and now maybe I've got to get a few more pixels. Maybe I'm too rubbish as a sim racer, but yeah, it would take a lot to make me into an alien, that's for sure, so maybe that's the problem. But whatever it is, I just wish you guys the best of luck. I think it's a beautiful project. I'll be watching, I'll be a fan. So all the best. Thank you.
With a methodical approach, Sam Swallow is a Brit sure to impress the judges. The 27-year-old paramedic certainly sounds like he has the right mindset to become successful.
I'm a part-time paramedic and a part-time sim racer. Over the past 3 years, I've been doing iRacing now and eking out that a little bit faster. I've been using it to build foundations in general car control, like understeer, oversteer, and setting cars up, etc., and using that in the real world, both in karting championships that I enter into. I feel like I could be the next alien because of the time that I'm putting in, and it's not the amount of time that I'm putting in, it's how I'm using my time. I'm not willing to just accept half an hour of practice and go do a race and that be it. I want to be first all the time. And obviously, we all love motorsport, that's why we do this and that's why we want to do it, but I'm not just willing to accept half an hour of practice. I want the very best I can get out of myself. Whether I'm leading a race, I'm not happy. I want to be that bit faster. I want to be looking for that direct bit of time that I can get there, or whether I can take a little bit less curb here or more curb there. Whether I'm leading a race or not, it doesn't matter. I want to be going faster, and I want the best I can get out of myself. I'm not willing to just accept this is the way it is. I want to go faster. But if I can do an extra 100 laps to figure out an extra tenth of time, I'm willing to do it, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. But I'm not quite just there. I'm getting 4th and 5th, but I'm a little bit off that alien pace. I want to be closer, I want to be faster. They're running sometimes a second faster, and I'm trying to unlock that potential and figure out why that is, to be that fast, and that clinical about how fast you need to be, and that direct with it. And obviously, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't fun. And that's why I love sim racing, is that unlike real world racing, I'm not waiting for track time. I'm not waiting for the track to open. I'm not waiting for sponsors, money, tyres, mechanics. I can just show up, get inside this, and go do some laps. And I'm not restricted by weather. I'm not restricted by time of day. So exactly why I love sim racing. So I hope you can consider me to be the next alien, and take care.
I think you have the right mindset. Even if you're winning, you're there looking for the time because you know there's someone going 1 second faster and that you need to find that time somehow. And yeah, definitely we all can find this time with some specific instruction and someone that can watch you driving and really see exactly what is the little characteristic in your driving that needs to be improved, and that can be anything that can make us slower and that we need to get rid of them so we can finally take that final second. All right, very good. Thank you so much.
Sam says a lot of the right stuff. You know, he mentions a lot about how determined he is. He does it with some direction, with some detail and flavor. The thing is, he hasn't gotten that far on his own. And is that because he's not picking it up quickly enough? Or is it because he's trying to perfect the wrong things? I have no idea if it's one, the other, or combination of both, without at least having a conversation with him. Maybe even seeing him drive a little bit, having a short coaching session. It's tough to say no, but it's also tough to say yes.
So I just got the email and the video to watch to see where I placed, see if I got abducted.
Hi Sam, this is Joe Peak. The coaches have been narrowing down the applications and we have it to 25 finalists, of which you are one. This has been such a tough decision for everyone involved. There are a lot of people that we would really love to see on board, but there can be only 8 of them that make it onto the show. Unfortunately, you were not abducted.
Ugh.
I don't want this to discourage you from continuing your hard work in your sim racing career or from applying to Project Alien again in the future.
Top 25
on a personal
though, that's
note,
cool.
I am hugely impressed with the way that you put your methodical approach into this. The dedication and hard work that you've done to get where you are is really inspiring.
Oh, that was close. Okay, so top 25, that's not bad. That's cool.
Jason Wallet is a 19-year-old from New Jersey. While he has Asperger's, it hasn't slowed him down, considering his oval iRating is over 3,000.
Hi, I'm Jason Wallet. I'm a cat lover from South New Jersey who's going to Drexel University for mechanical engineering, graduating in 2025. I think I could be the next Alien because, well, I'm already a fairly solid oval driver. I mean, I always come in the top 10 in Indy 500s. I've had some success in the Major Series and the TNT Special Events League, which are both on YouTube if you can find them. I was like 51st in the first NASCAR Ignite Series, so like only 10 points from actually making the broadcasted second round. And every year the Road to Pro Series has been a thing. I've attempted to qualify for it, but always end up in the top 100ers. Basically, I'm trying to say that I'm a fairly solid oval driver already. I have a 3,000 plus iRating that I've managed to maintain, and I think that if I get into Project Alien, I could become an even greater driver, possibly capable of actually competing with the pros of iRacing. And for wildlife sim racing, the only answer I can give is that, well, it's just a lot of fun. That's all. Thanks for watching, and I hope you pick me.
Yeah, iRacing for sure is a lot of fun. It can be frustrating, but it is definitely a lot of fun. He's a super talented driver. We'll see what the other judges kind of think.
I didn't realize that he had gotten that far, or even really competed in the Ignite series, which is for younger folks trying to get into NASCAR through iRacing. He could be a case for someone that you just give that little nudge to bump the rest of the way up to actually become Alien. So I think Jason's worth considering.
Hey, Jason. Let me be the first to welcome you to my team and congratulations on being abducted and being a part of Project Alien. I'm so excited to have you be a part of my team. What really stood out to me in your video and your application, even going back a little bit further than that, I've seen you in IndyCar races. I've seen how much natural talent that you have, so much natural ability. And I think if we just, work on a few tiny little bit of areas, whether it be fuel strategy, pit stops, overtaking maneuvers, things along those lines, we can really turn you into something so special. And like I said, I've seen you already. You have the natural ability already, and I'm so excited to work with you. And I can't wait to get into a session with you.
Oh my god, yeah! Oh my god, yes!
Out of Maryland, Jordan Brockle is looking for a home team in the sim world. The 25-year-old is mainly an oval racer.
My name's Jordan. I'm outside of Baltimore, Maryland. I've been racing iRacing for about 4 years. Mainly do leagues. Really just always struggling to find a solid team that sticks together. I seem to always have the issue of I can have like the greatest set in the world, but in the long run I don't know how to adjust it. I don't know what I'm doing. I can put on good runs and stuff, but I just never seem to find that exact thing that I need. My biggest goal is to just run in the Coke Series once in my life. I would love to be a part of the Become an Alien. Finally feel like I'm racing to my full potential, and I would just be honored to even be considered for the program, and I look forward to hopefully working with you guys and learning everything I can from you guys.
So yeah, Jordan, kind of confused. He has an Eagles shirt on and he's in Baltimore, so I feel like he might have a rough time out on the streets, but yeah, so good submission. Thank you for submitting this, Jordan.
He brings up an interesting point about the team stuff, and I kind of hope that Project Alien maybe provides this for some of these drivers, where a team is very important in sim racing, but not always in the ways that you'd think. It's not going to make you instantly fast, but having support is really important because it's that shared knowledge back and forth. But also you need that right chemistry, and like he was saying, his seemed to kind of fall apart. Yeah, it'd be cool if this show creates some small communities, or if it connects some of these drivers with people that puts them somewhere where they do have that support, even if they don't become the next Alien. Maybe in the long term they get with what they needed.
So I just learned that I wasn't one of the ones to be abducted in Project Alien. It's unfortunate, but I'm still going to work hard. I'm still going to race every day. I'm still going to put in the time, put in the work, using Majors setups that they provide. I mean, they do great things. And I'm really excited to continue my journey with sim racing, and I just hope to win over everybody and possibly be voted into Season 2. It'd be absolutely awesome, and I look forward to this journey.
At the age of 56, Rob Tracy has returned to sim racing after a long break. The Floridian considers consistency his greatest strength in his racing.
Hi, my name is Rob Tracy. I'm 56 years old, and I'm going to be applying to be your next Alien on Project Alien. I've been racing online now for about a year and a half. I started way back in the 90s and got out of it while I was raising my family and was looking for something to kind of be competitive again, and got back into it about a year and a half ago. I feel I'd be an excellent candidate for you because I tend to be very consistent with my speed times. In my league, I lead the top fives. I've got more top fives than anybody, so I'm very, very consistent. I'm able to bring the car home. But I need somebody to help me get over the hump and be a winner. Even though I've got the top fives, I'm not knocking out the wins. It's something that as a team we can work on together. I get the right equipment, the right coaching, teach me what I'm doing wrong. I'm the type of guy that is going to give you everything he's got as far as putting in the practice time, the repeatability. I'm open-minded to learning what I don't know. I think also I can help the organization out and working with Majors Garage and Project Alien as to demonstrate that I'm not your typical alien that you picture, being a little bit older, somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience with racing, either online or in real life. Shows that anybody can do it. I think that would be something that I would bring to you. This is something that I really look forward to. It's exciting for me. I think that we could have a lot of fun with this together, make a great team together, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity and consideration.
Speaking of energy level, I'm just not getting the excitement here. And I'm not saying it's not there, but I can't see the excitement not only to race, but to truly push yourself to improve as much as you can.
I like his humility. I like his realness. Very soft-spoken. I do think, I do hope that we get at least one person in there that is, probably older than like mid-40s or so, just to kind of get that representation of someone like him to show that it can be done. But yeah, Rob's a neat guy.
Okay, here we go. Today's the big day. I get to find out if I'm going to be selected for Project Alien and get abducted or not.
Hi, Rob. This is Joe Peak, host of Project Alien. The coaches have been narrowing down the applications and have gotten it down to 25 finalists, of which you were one. And
all right,
something I'm proud of.
Top
Obviously,
25.
This is a pretty difficult decision for all involved, as there are a lot of people that we'd love to see on the show. Unfortunately, you were not abducted. They only were able to select 8, so it really got tough down at the end, and it just didn't make the cut.
All right. Looks like I was selected for the top 25, which means I get a chance to get voted in next year, which is good. But there's some disappointment there, as I wasn't selected in one of the top 8 finalists. Like all racers, if you're not number 1, then you're first loser. You also never give up, and you keep plugging away and get to where you want to get.
Jesse Robles is 38 years old and hails from Arizona, where he helps his family run a garage. Somewhat newer to sim racing, his passion for the sport clearly shows through.
Hey guys, my name is Jesse Robles. I'm 38 years old, and I'm the co-owner of a family-owned race shop here in Phoenix called Garage RCR. So what got me into sim racing was in 2017, my dad and I went to the SEMA car show, and we won the Sony GT award to be in the Gran Turismo video game. So the car, a couple years later, got 3D scanned, and they sent somebody down to do a sound check on it, and it's going to be in the next Gran Turismo coming out. And so I figured, we figured, if your car's going to be in a video game, you might as well, have a sim rig and ready to go so you can drive your own car in the game. So the reason why I'd love to be selected for this opportunity through Major's Garage to be the next Alien is I feel like I've kind of hit a plateau, and I haven't really been progressing much as far as like my results with sim racing, iRacing, and it would just be a great opportunity to get coached, from you guys. So some one-on-one coaching would be great. I love racing. I sim racing. I take it pretty serious. I enjoy it.
What are you doing? Why is everybody hitting me? What are you doing? Fucking laughing faster than you going. I got your nose. My nose is in there. Don't hit me. Go ahead, you fucking idiot. Fucking 3 laps. Closing out.
So here's my rig setup. It's the Fnatic, the CSL Elite PS4. I would love to, upgrade to a direct drive. So far, it's done the job great. And then, I like using the VR setup. I have an Oculus Rift S. Never really tried like a triple screen setup. I'd also like to try that at some point. But so far, I love the VR. Well, I hope you guys choose me. It'd be a great opportunity. I'd be super stoked, and I would take it very serious, and I would do my best to win. Thanks, guys.
Jesse, that's a very well done video. About the driving, I see you're a very intense racer. That's very nice, and we can definitely work on a lot of stuff like racecraft and how to deal with all that and really be efficient and sharp in your driving. That's a very good setup, very good audition. Thank you so much.
Wow, I love the production value of that audition. There's clearly tons of personality there. As far as the improvement side of things, I, again, didn't hear a lot that sells me on Jesse being the right guy to improve a whole lot from this coaching. I mean, on the other hand, at least he's very clearly putting a lot of effort into this, and that's promising. It's promising.
What's up, guys? Jesse here, and I just got an email from Major's Garage about who they selected for the next Project Alien. I have a video link that I'm going to open up right now, and
hey Jesse, welcome to the team.
No way,
I got a
dude.
really cool story.
No way!
And I'm really excited to get the chance to not just help you drive your car, but to understand and appreciate it to a new level of depth that you might not even know exists yet.
So awesome.
So it's going to be really cool to be a part of that process for you, and I'm excited to start working together.
Yes, dude. Oh my god. Thank you so much, guys. That's amazing. I'm so stoked. I appreciate this opportunity. I've been up all night. As you can see, I look so tired, but thank you so much, guys. I'm very excited, and I'm going to give this my best shot.
That'll about do it for today's episode. As you can tell, this has meant a lot for each and every one of the abductees. However, this isn't the end of the road for those that didn't make it. You can ensure that your favorite abductee will make it into Season 2 if you head to projectalien.tv/vote and vote for your favorite driver. We look forward to seeing who you pick, and we look forward to see you coming back for Episode 4, where we'll continue our training with all of our abductions. Make sure and tune in as well as subscribe to the channel. I'm Joe Peak. Keep reaching for the stars.